Our first lesson of the year is going to be investigating patterns. And you guys have seen patterns throughout math ever since kindergarten. You use blocks, you use colors, you sorted. So patterns are all through math, even up through algebra, calculus, all the way through college math. And so we're going to kind of just take a glimpse at some different types of patterns. So the first thing I want you to ask yourself is, what is a sequence? And a sequence is just an ordered list of numbers or figures. So it has to be, an ordered list. So that means it's right after one another. It can be numbers, or it could be images. So it has to go in order. It has to use either numbers or images. So each of these numbers or images in the list is called a term. So let's look at a type of pattern. So I'm going to do an image one. So the first term or image is going to be this circle. So I have that image. Then my next term is going to be a circle, but I'm going to put a line down the middle. So it looks a little different. My third term is going to have a line going down the middle here. So now you're looking at a pattern. You're looking at, oh wait, this is a whole. Now it's divided into 2 parts. Now I'm divided into 4. So we have a pattern going on here. And it involved images, and each one of these is called a term. So first term, second term, third term. You could do numbers too. Let's say you had 2, 4, 6, 8. That would be a sequence because it's an ordered list and it's full of numbers. And it looks like it's going up by 2s. When you look at these patterns, immediately your mind starts to go, okay, well, what's going on here? What's changing in each one? And when you do that, you make a conjecture. So a conjecture is just a fancy word for a theory or opinion formed without proof. And what that means without proof means you didn't test it in a lab or anything like that. You just looked at it, you came up with a theory. So in this first one, with the circle terms, I decided that, okay, it's divided into 0 parts here, 2 parts here, 4 parts here. So my conjecture is each time this is getting divided into parts, and it looks like we're getting divided into halves. Let's see what the next one would be in this pattern. So if you have this, and now I'm going to go through the center again. So now I have 3, 6. So I'm going, it starts with none, 2, 4, 6. So it's getting divided each time, and it ends up adding 2 sections each time. So my conjecture would be each time you divide the circle in this pattern, it increases the number of parts inside by 2. My conjecture for the next one would be every time you go up a term, you're adding 2 to each term. So the different kinds of patterns that you're going to see are, you might have a number pattern. A number pattern. You might have a visual pattern. Sometimes there's patterns in nature. So we see patterns all around. So tomorrow when you get into class, just be ready to be dealing with the idea of patterns, sequence, conjecture, and have all of your notes on the right-hand side of your composition book and ready to go. All right, have a good night.